Real cases, real crimes. Some vanish without a trace. Others leave behind more questions than answers. When the trail goes cold and the truth hides in the shadows. This is Mysteries Unsolved. What happened to Sherrill Levitt, Suzie Streeter, and Stacy McCall? On the morning of June 7th, 1992, 3 women vanished from a home in Springfield, Missouri. Sherrill Levitt, her daughter Suzanne, Suzie Streeter, and Suzie's best friend, Stacy McCall, disappeared without a trace from Sherrill's house at 1717 East Delmar Street. Over 3 decades later, their case remains one of America's most baffling, unsolved mysteries. Sherrill Levitt, 47, was a respected cosmetologist and single mother. Originally from Seattle, she had built a quiet life in Springfield. Suzie Streeter, 19, had just graduated from Kickapoo High School, where she was known for her outgoing personality. Her close friend Stacy McCall, 18, had also just graduated that day and was planning to attend college in the fall. On June 6th, Suzie and Stacy graduated and spent the evening attending several parties. Initially, they planned to stay overnight at a friend's house, but changed plans. Around 2 a.m. on June 7th, they decided to stay at Suzie's home. They likely arrived there by 2:15 a.m. The next morning, friends arrived to pick them up for a trip to Whitewater Amusement Park, but found the house empty. The women's cars were parked outside. The porch light globe was shattered. The front door was unlocked. Inside, nothing seemed stolen. Their purses, money, IDs, and even Sherrill's glasses were left behind. The TV was on. Their small dog, Cinnamon, was barking. Friends and family, initially believing nothing sinister had occurred, entered the house repeatedly, unknowingly contaminating the crime scene. One of them swept up the broken glass from the porch, potentially destroying crucial evidence. During their time in the house, a disturbing phone call came in. Janelle Kirby, Suzie's friend, answered and reported hearing a male voice making sexual innuendos. The phone rang again with a similar call. A message later found on the answering machine was inadvertently erased by Stacy's mother, Janice McCall. By noon, Janice was searching hospitals and had called police. But by then, the scene had been irreparably compromised. Authorities found no signs of forced entry or struggle. The eerie scene, a half-finished can of soda, folded clothes, and untouched belongings, suggested an abrupt and unexpected departure. Yet how 3 women were abducted without neighbors noticing anything remains a critical mystery. There were no fingerprints, no physical evidence, and no bodies. Despite efforts by local police, the FBI, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol, leads quickly dried up. The case was hindered from the outset by the contaminated crime scene. The primary theory is abduction by a stranger. Some believe the abductor may have posed as someone trustworthy to gain entry. Others argue the crime was premeditated and that the perpetrator had prior knowledge of the household. One major suspect is Robert Cox, a convicted kidnapper who lived in Springfield at the time. He allegedly told others he knew the women were dead and that their bodies would never be found. He also claimed they were buried under a hospital parking garage. Though anomalies were detected there by radar, excavation was deemed too disruptive and was never conducted. Another suspect, Stephen Garrison, reportedly bragged at a party about killing the women and burying them. He was called before a grand jury, but no charges resulted. Larry Hall, a convicted serial killer, was in the area for Civil War reenactments. He has been linked to other disappearances, but no evidence has tied him directly to this case. A more speculative theory suggests someone known to the women may have been involved. The absence of forced entry and the undisturbed nature of the scene support the idea of a perpetrator they trusted. The case leaves behind a series of haunting questions. Who made the disturbing phone calls? What was on the erased voicemail? Why were all personal items left behind? How did 3 women vanish without any signs of struggle or escape? The case became known nationwide as the Springfield Three and has been featured in numerous documentaries and podcasts. Stacy's parents, Janice and Stu McCall, have become relentless advocates, both for their daughter and for other missing persons. They have pushed for renewed investigations, organized campaigns, and offered a reward for information leading to the resolution of the case. Have you heard of Robert Cox's confession? Do you think he was involved? Let us know in the comments. Despite ongoing efforts, the case remains unsolved. Authorities continue to treat it as active, and the families continue to hope for answers. If you have any information, contact the Springfield Police Department. A reward remains available for credible leads. Like, share, and subscribe for more cases. Thanks for watching.